first step to overcoming money problems is to understand your current financial state. A clear-cut understanding of what is happening to me financially. Create a clear picture of your income. 1. Expenses. 2. Debt. 3. And savings. 4. Number 1, income. And number 4, savings. You keep money in your pocket always. Always. So if you've got number 1, which is an income, that's good, because that will keep money in your pocket. If you don't have number 4, which is savings, we need to work on making that happen. See the two middle ones, expenses and debt, will take money away from your pocket always. They are the drain pipe through which money goes out. It's like a channel, a tunnel. Money comes in through income. You're able to trap money through savings. See those two pipes, expenses and debt. They are the channel through which money flows out like water. Flows out like water. So you must become your own financial plumber. By plugging that pipe and shrinking it. Don't have a big pipe. Have a small pipe for your debt. Have a tiny pipe, very tiny pipe for your expenses. So that you can trap number 4 while you keep money coming in from the income. Most people have their income structure, no savings structure, and they have 2 giant pipes of debt and expenses. 2 giant, very big, massive hole through which money is flowing out. While I'm spending more time on this, is we need to have a clear picture of what our financial state is, and this 4 is the key pillar to every human being that has one thing or the other to do with money. Have to go through. At some stage, you're gonna have income. Whether you're working, you're getting salary, income will come in. Whether you've got a business, you're running your own thing, income will come in. You still need to have this 4 states well managed, well organized, well documented, well planned out to be able to become financially free, so that you can do the things you want when you want. Money is not a problem. You're not running after it. You're not running after money because you have a plan in place. Money they can print. Money, they can print more money every day. They do that every day. Time, they cannot print that. Time is precious. No one can print time. No one has that machine to print another additional hour. So we should not spend more time chasing what they print when we can spend time on planning our financially so that we have more time to do what we want. Financial freedom is one of the major keys to living a happy life. Set clear financial goals. Define what you want to achieve financially, whether it's paying off debt, saving for a home, or building an emergency fund. Set clear financial goals. What happens with most of us is we go to work, make money, and then we head to the shop straight away to spend it. I have a budget. But this week, this is how much I'm going to spend. Unless anything else happens that I can't deal with, this is how much I'm going to spend. One of the famous musicians once said, Akon, he said, to stay rich, you have to stay stingy. Yes. You have to stay stingy. Why I'm saying this is that pipe that I mentioned earlier, that big financial pipe of expenses and debt. You need to keep it small. You have to spend money, I get that. You have to buy food, you have to buy fuel if you own a car. There's some key expenses that you need, I get that. But you're going to buy an additional shirt that costs thousands and thousands of dollars. Is that really necessary? Your wardrobe is busting already. Do you really need that golden spoon? Is that really necessary? I'm not saying we shouldn't enjoy and buy things for ourselves, but cut down on unnecessary expenses. Unnecessary expenses. Another key is to prioritize debt repayment. This is very common in our time now. Everyone has one form of debt or the other. I think the major one is the good debt, which is a house, because you have that asset increase in terms of what. And I mentioned something there, asset increase in terms of what. So it's an asset, so it traps money, and over time, you're not going to see the money. The money is not going to be in your bank account. It's over time, that money is going to grow. It's going to grow. Like if you buy a house, let's say, I don't know, $10,000, for example, in so year, maybe 2011, 20 years later, that $10,000 will have become probably $50,000. You can't touch it. It's not saying anyone's going to add $50,000 to your bank account. Why that happened is over time, inflation has happened. Prices in goods and services has gone up. So that's an asset. That's something you can keep. People will call that good debt. But at the same time, you still have to keep an eye on it. I'm going to come to that. The other one is some people will go ahead and probably buy a car loan. It's your money. You can do whatever you want with it. But there are some debts that, do you really need to have them? If you can get yourself in a spot and make this financial plan, oh yes, I can actually afford this debt, doesn't mean I should actually go into this debt. Again, blocking those two pipes. Because you can afford doesn't mean you should do it. Because what would happen? Number 3, expenses. No, number 3, debt will go up. And expenses in terms of insurances around that debt will join, and then it will go up. Taking away more from your income and reducing the amount you can save. Then you're back to chasing money. See the cycle? You're back to running after what they print. See the cycle? You're back to committing your time to run after it. But something started it. Because you can afford the debt doesn't mean you should go into the debt. Obviously, having a home, a house, debt is okay. But there are some debt you do not need, like credit card debt. You do not need all that stuff. Those things will take money away from you. Another key point is to save at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. This is number 4, savings. How much do you have saved, tucked away somewhere, a bucket of fund? So that when life shows up with unexpected financial blows, because it does, nothing. Something will go wrong, and it will go wrong at the worst possible time. Murphy's Law. That's when it shows up. When you don't have money. That is when everything is disorganized with you financially. That's when Murphy shows up. Financially. Now, you do not have money, that's when I need you to spend on this surgery. You do not have money, that's when I need you to spend on this particular car. Or your family member is unwell. Something that has to do with your finances will creep up when you do not have money. What saves you? Probably the bank if you go to them, but what saves you more at that time? Because if you go to the bank, you're going to get into more debt, and we're trying to walk away from that angle. What saves you is your bucket of savings. The money you go to, those money you tuck away you didn't use to buy the extra shirt, those money you tuck away you didn't use to buy the extra shoe, is what saves you when financial morphe shows up. Savings, 3 to 6 months, at least minimum 3 months. Savings is very, very important in order for us to enjoy financial freedom. This will be my last point for the day, and this is the most important. It's the most important. Capacity to earn more. How much of you are you actually using? Look for opportunities, whether through a side hustle, freelance work, better paying job, something outside what is currently giving you money. Start looking for opportunities to do more. Most of us get very comfortable with the amount we're earning, and then we stay there. Inflation will happen. Things are going to get more expensive. You're going to have to join the union for your boss to increase your salary. You're going to have to draft letters. It's going to be a whole lot of agreements before you can go from earning $1 to $1.05. That's how it happens. Because when inflation goes up, income and salary doesn't go up with it. It takes a while before income catches up to it. So what you can do when income is creeping up and not catching up to how much you need to actually survive, begin to look for other opportunities. I'm telling you, you can earn more than you're currently earning if you look outside the box. That is the most important. If you can jack up income, trap money, keep those two in the middle, debts and expenses, shrink them, then you will build a good financial management plan for yourself. And then you got more time to enjoy family and friends, more time to do what you want, because you're not chasing after money to help you sort your financial issues. Bills are constant. Taxes are constant. You will always need to pay for one thing or the other. So if you keep an eye on that, you're going to spend more time, more free time, enjoying the benefit of having financial freedom. I'll be sharing more tips in some more videos. And I'll say thank you for listening, and bye for now.
Failure is a word often met with dread. It is the unexpected crash after a fierce effort, the deflating moment when hope stumbles and falls. What if this is not the end of the story? What if this is the secret weapon to winning? Embracing failure as a stepping stone rather than a roadblock may be just the most powerful move you ever make. Success is not defined by never failing, but by rising stronger every time you do. Real growth occurs in the shadows of failure. It is in our darkest moment that our strength is forged and our character is tested. When faced with failure, we are called to confront our limitations, to dig deeper, to grow further, and to go high. Failure strips away the superficial and reveals our deepest reservoir of creativity and perseverance. It is the fertile ground where seeds of innovation and resilience are sown. Look at the triumphant tales of athletes who have tasted the bitter tang of defeat, only to come back fighting stronger and getting better. Michael Jordan is a good story. This man was called from his high school basketball team. Very few coaches believed in him. Very few athletes of his time believed in it. But he channeled that disappointment with an unparalleled work ethic, becoming one of the greatest superstars to ever grace the basketball court. His story mirrors the countless others who have turned their failures into a catalyst for greatness and success in life. The key to transforming failure lies in how we perceive it. What are you seeing in front of you? Most problems are opportunities. What are you seeing in front of you? Every problem is a potential business. Perception. Instead of seeing it as a permanent scar, view it as a temporary detour, just a bend. Each failure is a chapter, not an epilogue, not a full stop. It's an opportunity to recalibrate, to reanalyze, to re-energize, to reassess, and to push forward with renewed vigor and insight. Embrace the discomfort. From within that discomfort lies the possibility of profound transformation. Your journey may be riddled with failure, but remember that each no brings you one step closer to your yes. Yes, we can. Each setback is a setup for your comeback. Yes, we can. Let failure fuel your fire for success, not extinguish it. The road to success is rarely smooth. It's filled with storms. Everyone has to face them. The storms are real. Storms of life doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care whether you're young or old. It doesn't care whether you're male or female. It doesn't care whether you're civilian or military. It doesn't care whether you're able or disabled. The storm of life would come at each one of us at one point or the other. But it is those bumps and bruises along the way that make the victory all the more sweet. So stand tall. Face your failures head on. And remember, it is the trials and the errors and the disappointments that is where the true magic of winning comes alive. Keep moving forward. Your victory is waiting. Thank you, and bye for now. The grind. In the silent hours before sunrise, when the world is still cocooned in sleep, an unseen battle plays out. It is not a clash of swords or grand proclamation, but a quiet struggle against fatigue, a quiet struggle against doubt, a quiet struggle against your pillow, a quiet struggle against your bedsheet, the warmness of the room and of the environment. This is where the seductive comfort of rest comes in. And in this particular moment, this is where the relentless grind of hard work begins. In these early unobserved moments, power is forged. Hard work is not glamorous. It is the callous hands of the craftsman. It is the weary eyes of the student poring over books. It is the sweat-soaked brow of the athlete pushing hard through one more set. It's missed pleasures, the sacrifices of today for the possibilities of tomorrow. In this grind, you find the truth. In this grind, you find determination. In this grind, you find and discover the very part of you that you never know existed. Success is never stumbled upon by miracle or by chance. It is built through relentless toil. In the stories of the successful people that have gone before us, they do say it's 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. The grind is the crucible where dreams become reality. It is waking up every single day very early with a fire in your belly, ready to push past the pain, ready to push past the strain, ready to push past your weakness and the countless rejection that life will throw at you. It is about digging deep and finding the will to keep going, even when every fiber in your being, even when every fiber in your soul is screaming for you to quit. The grind is not your enemy. It is your most faithful ally. It strips away complacency and builds resilience. It builds character. It uncovers the very best part of you that brings out all of your potential. And unyielding grit is built by the grind of hard work and what you put into life. To those walking this path, remember, the grind is unforgiving. The grind is tough, but it is the struggle that shapes your hope and forms your destiny. You will stumble, you will fail, you will falter, you would miss your step. You will face relentless challenges in life. Yet, every step forward, learning from those mistakes. Yet, every push through that strain and that pain brings you an inch closer to your goal, to your dream, to the very best part of your destiny. Hold on to your vision fiercely. See what you want to be and want to become and pursue it with every fiber in your being. Let your aspirations guide you through the darkest moments. Feel the igniting spark of possibility. Keep your spirit ablaze amidst the temptness and darkness of life. The road of hard work might be lonely. The road of hard work might be tough. The road of hard work might be littered with danger. But the grandeur of achieving your dream, born of endurance, is worth every single sacrifice. Embrace the grind. From within its unyielding hardness lies the power to transform your dreams into reality. Thank you, and bye for now. The big dance, money, and love. These two concepts often wield opposing powers, yet they are intertwined in a sacred, harmonious bond. They can uplift the human spirit. Picture a world. I want you to picture a world where financial prosperity doesn't overshadow the warmth of genuine affection, but instead it acts as a catalyst for deeper connections, for more meaningful relationships and more meaningful engagements. Money, when used wisely, can enhance experiences, enabling shared adventures, dreamed and realized, and the security for our loved ones often come through that tool of money. It is a means to create memories that resonates within our heart. Yet, love stands as an unyielding pillar, a force that transcends material wealth. It fuels passion, it inspires dreams, and crafts a sense of belonging that no currency can ever replicate. Love teaches us empathy, it teaches us patience, it teaches us resilience, igniting a fire within that pushes us to pursue not just riches, but richness of experiences and the depth of meaningful relationships. Imagine investing in our relationships with the same fervor we invest in our finances. Just like a portfolio, love requires nurturing. It needs attention. It needs care and occasional re-evaluation. In doing so, we discover the true wealth. That true wealth is not counted, not just in dollars, but in shared laughter, in whispered secrets, and a touch that speaks volumes. Embrace the idea that our greatest treasure are found in the bonds we forged. Every act of kindness, every shared moment, every hurdle we overcome together fosters a love that enriches our lives beyond compare. So let us transcend the superficial allure of money. Let our hearts pump vibrantly with passion, fueling a fire where love and financial well-being coexist. They live as one. In the end, it is not the balance in our bank account that defines us, but the abundance in our hearts. Together, love and money can create a sanctified existence where joy knows no bounds and dreams take flight. Thank you and bye for now. The concept of soulmate remains a beacon of timeless transformative love. Contrary to fleeting trends, the idea of a soulmate transcends mere romance. It is about a deep intrinsic bond that elevates, that enriches every aspect of our existence. Picture this: two people drawn together by an inexplicable force, a connection that feels predestined. It's not just about sharing a fleeting moment of passion. It's about intertwining destinies, the challenges, the supports that inspire each other to become the very best versions of themselves. Soulmates aren't just star-crossed lovers. It could be anyone. They could be your family members. They could be your friends. Or anyone who brings peace, who brings joy, who brings relief and profound meaning to your life. In an age of instant gratification and superficial connections, the idea of a soulmate invites us to seek deeper and more meaningful relationships. It teaches us the values of patience. It teaches us the values of resilience. It teaches us the values of authenticity. Finding a soulmate isn't about perfection or ease. It is hard. It is difficult. Doing things the hard way would make your life easy. When life throws things at you in the relationship aspect, that is when you tighten your bet that I'm not giving up. It is about understanding and overcoming adversities together. I'm not going to be with you just for the good times. When things go rough, I'll be right there by your side. What I got is what I got you in times of need. Understanding each other's flaws in times of need. And growing stronger through shared experiences. The kind of relationship that I'm talking about is the kind that requires effort, is the kind that requires vulnerability, and the willingness to journey beyond the surface. It is easy to be cynical, to dismiss the notion that soulmates are fairy tale fantasy. Yet stories abound, both ancient and contemporary, of relationships that defy logic and time, where two individuals find an unparalleled symphony in each other's presence. These are not just stories or figments of imagination, they are testimonies to the extraordinary power of human connection and existence. Embrace the possibility of a soulmate in today's world. This can be an act of hope. It can also present an act of courage. It is a reminder that no matter how chaotic the world may seem, there's a profound connection waiting to be discovered. Look beyond the screen, beyond the superficial encounter. Invest in people. Cherish the genuine moment, and you might stumble upon gold like you've known them in 1,000 different lifetimes. Don't settle for less. Believe in the magic of soulmate. Live passionately and embrace the idea that somewhere, someone, somehow is destined to complement your very journey. The belief doesn't just create hopeful acts. It cultivates a world where deep, soulful connections become the very foundation of